to our next installment of our online yoga sessions. So this session is a 60-minute, quite dynamic class. So there's lots of sun salutations in there. We use the vinyasa between postures to build some heat and strength. So this is a strong one if that's what you're looking for, with some flow and some opening. So yeah, please take your places on the mat, and I will join you there. So taking the knees as wide as the mat, big toes touching, and we're sitting back on the heels, arms are extended, fingers are spread, middle finger pointing forward, and then forehead to the mat. So you can wiggle the hips side to side here, find a bit of ease. This can be a relatively strong posture to come straight into. So if this is strong around the knees, you can use a cushion under your seat to lift you up and take some of the pressure. And we'll begin our class as we begin every class by starting to notice the breath and the movement of the breath on the body. So as you inhale, do the shoulder blades move apart? Does the breastbone reach to the floor? Watch the ribs spreading and swelling, the belly expanding. Maybe you can feel the undulation of the spine, the rock of the pelvis. Maybe you can feel your fingertip pads rocking back and forward. So using our awareness on the breath in the body to help to root us here on our mats in the present moment for these next 60 minutes. So this is your posture of rest. If at any time you do need to recover, come down to this posture and breathe. Make sure they're nice, long, slow, controlled breaths. Wonderful. Now we're ready to move. Our next inhale floats us up in one piece to a tabletop. Find the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And we'll take our spine articulations. So we're going to inhale, drop the belly, drop the chest, gazing slightly forward. And exhale, contract under the buttocks, rounding out the spine between the shoulder blades. And cycle between these two postures with your breath. So warming up the spine. Bringing breath and movement into union. And just one more of each of these from wherever you are. And now we'll take free form movements. You can wriggle side to side. Take any movements that feel good for you. So we've all had different journeys to our mats today. So this is your moment. If there's any bits of you that just need an extra breath. Wonderful. We're going to lean forward now, tucking the toes. And we're going to work our way back to our first downward dog. So we're sending the hips high. The knees can remain bent. This is your first downward dog. So just walking it out. And we're finding ease through the legs. You can take your feet as wide as the mat. You can take your hands even wider. So all of these variations allow us to get into different muscles and groups of muscles. 2 more breaths, taking movement. And now find your downward dog. So whether the knees are down or the legs are straight, find your posture. And we'll settle in stillness just for a couple of breaths. It's a downward dog. This is our posture of active rest. So this is another place you can pause between sets if you need to recover. Wonderful. So we're going to take leg raises here. So we're going to inhale, floating the right leg up and press through the heel. So we're keeping the hips square, we're not flying them open to the side. And we're breathing here. Each inhale, we try and lift the heel just a touch higher. Flexing the foot of the raised leg. So this will help you access the whole length of the back of the leg. And now we're just going to check the weight between our hands. So we want even weight, left and right. One more inhale for lift. And exhale, floating down. And we come straight to the other side. So inhaling, left leg floats up. We press through the heel. Keep the hips square. Feel length all the way from the hands to the heel. Make sure the weight is even. And each inhale, maybe there's another inch of height. So it doesn't matter how high your leg is, so long as you're moving with the breath, with the intention of lifting it up. We'll take another inhale for lift, and then exhale, float the leg down. Just walk your dog one last time, and then we're going to pad our way up to the top of the mat into our first forward fold. So let the head be heavy. You can take a lot of movement here, so swaying the hips. You can hold opposite elbows, bend one knee then the other. So just easing into the body at this early stage. Wonderful. And we're going to settle into stillness now and bring the feet slightly closer together. You can have the big toes touching heels an inch apart or feet in parallel with about an inch between. And we're coming into our first awkward pose of the day. So we're going to inhale, sit the pelvis low, lift the chest up. And when we get here, we draw the shoulder blades down the back, let the chest be open. Squeezing the thighs if you've got the feet together, all the way from the ankles up to the groins. And as we inhale, we're going to lift the heart, so shine the heart forward. And exhale, sit the buttocks even lower. You can round your bum under, so this will lengthen your lower back and give you a bit more room. Inhale, lifting the heart forward. Exhale, sit low. We'll just do one more of those. Stay away from the drama of the thighs. We're building strength, building heat. One more inhale. Exhale, sit. Final inhale. And we let it go. Forward, forward. Give the legs a shake. We'll just do one of those today. And we're going to roll up. So we'll just take a breath. Rolling up through bent legs. Coming up to standing. Stepping to the top of your mat. Big toes touch heels an inch apart. Hands in prayer at heart center. Pressing the thumb gently into the sternum. Lift the chest. Lift under the buttocks. And close the eyes. One more deep inhale, exhale here. And we're ready to move. We're coming through our Hatha A sequence. So we prepare. And we're inhaling, sweeping up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale to flat back and hold your flat back. So whether your knees are bent or straight, you're trying to shine the heart forward. So this will pull the heart open and lengthen the front edge of your spine. We'll take another inhale. And exhale, right foot is back, into your lunge. And now we're going to place the knee, shin, top of the foot down. Inhale, sweep the torso up. And reach up through the fingers. Now we're drawing the left hip back, the right hip screws forward to square the pelvis. Reach up through those fingers, shoulder blades down the back. 2 more breaths here. 1 more inhale, maybe the sternum lifts. And exhaling to high plank, press through the heels, reaching heels to the crown of the head. We'll take another inhale. And either with the knees up or down, we're going to exhale, chaturanga. Untuck the toes, come to the belly. And as we inhale, draw the chest through to our first back bend. Make sure that elbows are into the body, arms are down the back. And breathe here. 1 more inhale. Tucking the toes, exhale, send the hips high, find downward dog. We'll take 2 breaths here. You can walk out your dog. 1 more inhale. And exhale, right foot forwards. Left knee, shin, top of the foot is down. And we inhale, sweeping open. Now draw the right hip back, left hip forward. So this will give you more stability if you're a little wobbly. And we're breathing here. Shoulder blades down the back, reach up through the fingers, 2 more breaths. Last inhale, maybe the sternum lifts. And exhale, hands to the floor, step forward, forward fold. Inhale into your flat back. Exhale, folding down. And now dive up in one piece. And we're coming straight down, exhale. Inhale, flat back. And now it's left foot back, so we're going to move a touch quicker. Inhale, sweeping up. 1 more inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, high plank. Hold your high plank for the inhale. And exhale in chaturanga. Maybe coming through to cobra. Upward dog if you're ready. And exhale, hips high, downward dog. 1 inhale, and exhale, left foot forward. Right knee, shin, top of the foot down. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale. 1 more inhale, lifting the chest. And exhale to forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And we're diving up in one piece. And we'll take the hands to heart center. Salutation. So we're going to take our next sun salutation with warrior 1. So it starts the same way, but when we step back into lunge, we keep the knee up and we'll do right, left, really build some heat this evening. And we're ready to move. So inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, diving down. Inhale, flat back, look forwards. And now exhale, right foot back. Keep the knee up if you're coming for warrior 1. And we inhale, sweep the arms open. And exhale all the way to chaturanga. Inhale, maybe cobra, upward dog. Exhale, hips high. Downward dog. 1 inhale. And exhale, right foot forward. Left heel comes down if you're coming for warrior 1. And exhale to forward fold. Inhale your flat back. Exhale, fold. And dive up in one piece. Coming straight down, left side. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left foot back. Keep the knee up if you're coming warrior 1. Inhale. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling through to cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. 1 inhale, and exhale, left foot forward. Inhaling up, warrior 1. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. And dive up one piece. Coming again, right and left. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right foot back. We're going to inhale, sweeping up, warrior one. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling through to your back bend. And exhale, hips high. One inhale and exhale, right foot forward. Inhaling, warrior one. And exhale, step forward, forward, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Dive up one piece. Last time, left side. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left foot back. One inhale, find your warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Calming through upward dog or cobra. And exhale, hips high. One inhale and exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, warrior one, last time. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. Dive up one piece, inhale. And we meet hands at heart center in prayer. Close your eyes. Use your Ujjayi breath to bring your breath under control. Don't let it run away with you. Feel any sensations of the body, any heat. So we're going to come through a simplified sun salutation to downward dog to start our open pelvis postures. And we're ready to move. Inhale, sweeping your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And now just walk the feet back to your high plank. Inhale for the high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhaling through to your back bend. And exhale, hips high, downward dog, or this is a good time to take child's posture. So we're going to take 5 deep Ujjayi breaths here. Make sure you're not crunching into the wrists, and we do that by rooting down the knuckles of the index and thumb. Send the hips high. One more inhale, exhale before we move. And we're ready to go. Inhale, sweep your right leg skywards, keep the hips square. Exhale, step through between the hands. Set up your lunge so the back knee is up. Make this nice and strong because we're inhaling up into crescent lunge now so the back heel doesn't come down. We'll take a couple of breaths here. So inhale, find that sense of lightness through the body, upflow of energy. And exhale, use the natural softening to open the pelvis. We'll take one more inhale, maybe the sternum lifts. Exhale, square the chest. And now we're lifting up, opening out into warrior two. So check that your alignment is good, so right heel in line with the left arch. Most important is that your right knee is moving towards the baby toe, so external rotation of the thighs, and then arms are on the back. Inhale, there's this sense of lift through the spine, and exhale, we're softening into the legs. If your knee comes past your ankle, wiggle your toes and move your right foot forward a touch, and we're gazing at the right middle finger, and then through the right middle finger. 2 more deep inhales to find your warrior two. 1 more. Now left hand to the hip or behind the back, we're going to flip the front palm, reach forward, up and over the head, reversed warrior. This is a side stretch, not a back bend. For 1 more inhale. And we exhale, hands over the top. High plank. Come through chaturanga. Upward dog. And exhale to downward dog. So that's the right side. We have to do the left side, and then you can rest out the next section if you wish. Wonderful. Inhaling, floating the left leg this time. Exhale, step through between the hands. Set up your lunge. And we inhale, lifting up. So as before, draw the left hip back, right hip forward. This will stabilize your pelvis if you're wobbling. Press through the back heel, straighten the leg. Reach up with the fingers, shoulder blades down the back. And we're breathing. Maybe on the next inhale, the chest lifts. Square the chest as you exhale. And then we inhale, lifting up. Open out for warrior two. So again, left heel in line with right arch. And left knee moving towards left little toe. That's the most important thing. Protect your knees. Inhale, arms on the back. Keep checking on that left knee. Look at the left middle finger. And then look through the middle finger. And now inhale, sense of lift in the spine. And as we exhale, we soften down. One more deep inhale, exhale, find your warrior. And now right hand comes to the hip or behind the back. We flip the left palm, reach forward up and over the head, reverse warrior. This is a side stretch. One more inhale and then exhale, cartwheel the hands to the left. High plank, calming through chaturanga. Upward dog, all the way to downward dog. If you require a rest, child's posture is now available. We'll take 5 deep Ujjayi breaths here. Last inhale, exhale. And we're moving. Inhale, float your right leg. Exhale, step it through between the hands. So we're coming up a different way now. We're going to inhale, sweep the left arm forwards, up and open, and we magically land in warrior two. And set up your posture like before, so heel to arch, knee moving towards baby toe. Remembering this is the most important part. Take an inhale, exhale to settle. Now bend the right elbow, take it to the right thigh for extended side angle. So left hand reaching either to the sky or over the head to the front of the room. A little trick, if you want to lighten the posture, look down to the right big toe. If you want to work harder, look up to the left thumb. And check the alignment of the right knee so it's not creeping inwards. Another deep inhale, exhale, open your heart to the ceiling. Wonderful. Inhaling, floating back to warrior two. Left hand to the hip or round the back. We flip the front palm, reverse warrior, up and over the head. For another inhale, exhale. One more inhale, and we exhale, windmill the hands, high plank, calming through chaturanga. Upward dog, all the way to downward dog. 2 breaths here. And we're moving. Inhale, floating up the left leg. Exhale, step it through between the hands. And now our sweep of the right arm takes us forwards, up and open to land into warrior two. So check your alignment, heel to arch, knee towards baby toe, shoulders down the back. For an inhale, exhale, sit. And bend the left elbow, take it to the left thigh, right arm reaches up to the sky, and open your heart to the ceiling. And we're breathing here. If you want to come further, right arm reaches to the front of the room, and you look up either under the armpit or to the right thumb. And we're breathing here. Check on the left knee. Another deep inhale, exhale. Wonderful. Inhaling, floating to warrior two. Right hand to hip or behind the back. Flip the left palm, reach forward. Up and over the head. This is a side stretch. One more inhale and exhale. Hands to the mat. High plank. Coming through chaturanga. Upward dog. Hips high to downward dog. Three more deep Ujjayi breaths. So we have two more open pelvis standing postures we're going to do. So that's two more sequences, left and right. And we're ready to move. Inhale, floating your right leg up. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Left arm sweeps you forwards. Up and open, landing your warrior two. Set up a good posture here. One more inhale, exhale, sit low, knee towards baby toe. And now arms come behind the back. Hold opposite elbows. We're going to take an inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin. Then we're going to tuck the chin as we exhale and hinge forward from the waist. Bringing the right shoulder inside of the right knee for humble warrior. Let the head be heavy. And we have 5 deep Ujjayi breaths here. Stay with it. One more deep inhale, exhale. And now is the challenge. Keep your right knee bent as you inhale, coming back, find warrior two. Flip the front palm, reach forward, up and over the head for one inhale, and exhale, hands to the mat. High plank. Come through chaturanga. Upward dog. And hips high to downward dog. 2 deep Ujjayi breaths before the left side. And we're moving. Inhale, float the left leg up. Exhale, step through between the hands. And now your right arm sweeps forwards, up and open, land into warrior two. So now you know, really set up your strong warrior. Take the elbows behind the back, hold opposite elbows. And then we're going to switch the grip so the other arm is on top. Take the awkward grasp. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin, keep the chest lifted, tuck your chin and hinge forward as you exhale. Left shoulder inside left knee, let the head be heavy. 5 deep Ujjayi breaths here. Two more. I may have lost count. And now keeping the left knee bent, we inhale back to warrior two. Flip the front palm, reach forward, up and over the head, reversed warrior, and exhale. Hands to the mat, high plank. Come through chaturanga, upward dog inhale, and hips high, downward dog. 5 deep Ujjayi breaths. So we have one more standing open pelvis posture to do, left and right. One more inhale, exhale. And we're moving. Inhale, floating the right leg up. Exhale, step through between the hands. Sweep the left arm forwards, up and open. Land into your warrior two. We'll take 2 breaths here. Set up your warrior two. Wonderful. Straightening your right leg, turning our toes towards the long edge of the mat, and pigeon your toes. So they want to be pointing slightly inwards. Take your hands to your hips, and we're coming for a forward fold. So root down the blade edge of both feet. That's your stability. So pressing down with the hands, we're going to inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, tuck the chin, but keep that chest lifted and hinge forward from the waist. Come down 90 degrees. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, softening down. Release the torso. And you can take any hand variation you like here. So hands either between the feet, holding the big toes, holding the ankles, and legs can be bent. So whatever posture suits you, and we're breathing. Making sure that you're engaging the thighs, so lifting the kneecaps. So this will help stop you throwing back into the knees, locking back. If you do have sway backs, keep a micro bend in the legs. Wonderful. One more deep inhale, exhale, really let it go here. And we're going to bend the knees, toe heel the feet slightly closer together, and this will just ease the pelvis as we roll up. Turning the right toes back to the front of the room. And now press through the blade edge of your back foot and use that to push you into the right knee to float down warrior two. So this is our last reverse warrior on this side. Make it a good one. So left hand behind the back, flip the right palm, reach forward, up and over the head. Inhale. We'll take another breath here. And exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat, high plank. Come through chaturanga, upward dog, hips high, downward dog. We'll take another inhale, exhale here. Wonderful. Inhale, floating the left leg up. Exhale, step it through between the hands. And now right arm sweeps you forwards. Up and open, and 2 breaths. Let's find a deep warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. One more deep inhale, exhale. And straighten the left leg. So now we turn the toes towards the other long edge of the mat. Pigeon the toes slightly. So we're coming for our forward fold again, but we're going to add a twist if you wish. So we're going to inhale. Lift the chest, lift the chin, then tuck your chin and keep the chest up, hinging forward. And we come down halfway, flat back, inhale, and exhale all the way down. So you're welcome just to stay in your forward fold. If you'd like to take the twist, we're taking the left hand under the face, and we're going to inhale. Press through the blade edge of the right foot to keep your pelvis stable. We're going to sweep the right arm up and open. And you can stay here. But if you want to come deeper, right arm is around the back, maybe perhaps the shorts or t-shirt. And left hand takes hold of right ankle, and we're drawing the forehead towards the shin. And we're breathing, so still trying to maintain that lovely, long, slow yogic breath. Use the natural softening to draw your head closer to the shin. One more deep inhale, exhale here. Wonderful. Releasing back to your left hand. Bring the right hand down now under your face. Now we're coming for that side. So preparing by pressing more into that left foot, because otherwise your hips are going to pop out. So we want to press that down. Inhale, peeling the left arm open. And you can stay here trying to shine your heart upwards. Or take the hand around the back. Grab the t-shirt. And then right hand to left ankle. Drawing the forehead towards the shin. Making sure wherever you are, you're lifting the kneecaps. So drawing the thighs up. Another deep inhale, exhale. And we're releasing to the mat. Take the feet slightly closer together, toe heel them in. Bend the knees, roll up through the spine. Turning your left toes out, set up your warrior two. So this is our last warrior two, and therefore our last reversed warrior. Right arm around the back, flip the front palm, reach for deep inhale, really enjoy this. Last reverse warrior. One more inhale, and exhale, hands to the mat, high plank. Come through chaturanga, upward dog. And hips high, downward dog. We'll take 2 breaths here. So you may notice we're starting to bring the energy down. One more inhale, exhale. And now we're walking the feet up to the top of the mat. Coming to our forward fold again. And feet can be hip width. And we're going to sway the body. Maybe bending the knees, let the head be heavy. And we're coming for our big toe grab here. So index and middle finger around the big toe. We're going to take an inhale, bend the knees, look forward, flat back. And exhale, drawing the head down. So we're working towards straight legs. But don't worry if you can't, you can have your legs bent. And then once we're here, check. Can you draw the shoulder blades down the ribcage, space for the ears? And we're breathing here. So trying to tilt the tailbone up, so we're getting our sit bones pointing more towards the ceiling, or that's the sensation that we're looking for. Draw up the thighs. And you're welcome to stay here in whatever forward fold you're in. If you'd like to come further, we're going to slide the palms of the hands under the feet, so the toes are up to the wrist crease and the palms are faced up. For gorilla posture. We're going to bend the knees, inhale, look forward, attempt the flat back. And exhale, the head is plummeting down, elbows now move to the side. So this may be too much for you, or you can have the knees bent. It feels quite nice to stand on the hands at this point. Draw up the thighs. I can almost guarantee you every time I say draw up the thighs, it's because I'm not, and I can see them. To remind myself as much as you guys. One more deep inhale, exhale here. And then we'll release the hands. Bending the knees, take a roll up through the spine. And we're going to take a moment in mountain posture. I'll turn to face you. So big toes touch, heels an inch apart. Shoulder blades down the back, chest is proud. We're pulling up the heart. Palms are facing forward, and energy down through the arms. And close your eyes. And come to the breath. And see if you can use your imagination to root yourself deep within the earth. And you are just the peak of a very large mountain. One more deep inhale, exhale. And draw your hands to heart center. So at the top of our mat, we're going to do our intense side stretch to help ease out the lower back. There's a lot of back work that we've done today. So you're stepping back with the left foot, and you're keeping the feet parallel, so one's in front of the other, but there is a space between the two. And you want it to be about three or so feet. Hands are on your hips just to get your pelvis square, so both hip bones are pointing directly forward. And now root your left heel down. If the left heel lifts, you're never going to get it back into contact with the mat. And that's your strength. We're pushing from that heel to hinge forward and counterbalance the body. So we're going to hold opposite elbows or our hips. Root that heel. And now we inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin. And exhale, push from the left heel, tuck your chin, keep the chest lifted. Coming down 90 degrees. So we're going to pause at what feels like 90 degrees. You can bend your right knee. Inhale for length of the spine. And now we exhale, rounding over that front leg. Try and pull the right hip back, left hip forward. And if this is too much of a strain on your hamstring, you can bend the right knee, as I said, and you can also take your fingertips to the mat. So they will give you some support. Otherwise, we stay for 3 more deep Ujjayi breaths. Wonderful. Bend the right knee, roll up through the spine as we inhale, and we'll switch the legs. So the left leg is forward now. Same process, but we're going to switch the arms. So take the awkward grasp, so the other arm is on top. It's always good to balance out. Wonderful. So really make sure that right heel is down. Feel that contact. Become familiar with that pressure. There we go. Wonderful. So we're going to inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin. Then tuck the chin, keep the chest lifted, and hinge forward. So we keep the chest lifted because you'll see it comes into alignment as we come down, and it just gives us that extra bit of length out of the hip. Inhale for flat back here, draw up the thighs, and then exhale to round over that leg. Draw your left hip back, right hip forwards, and breathing deeply here. Three more deep Ujjayi breaths. One more. Wonderful. We bend the left knee to roll up through the spine, coming to standing. So we'll step the feet together to the top of the mat, hands coming to prayer heart center. And we have actually enough time tonight to do a balancing posture. These hours usually fly by, but we managed to get through our standing sequence. So hands to prayer heart center. And now we're going to zip up the legs. It seems strange as we're about to lift one, but we want that pressure between the thighs, a lift under the buttocks. So we want this part here to be drawing in and up. So that's your stability. It's a muscle that ballerinas use to get up on their leg, they call it. So drawing up the thighs, spreading the toes, gentle pressure between the hands, and we're ready. Inhaling, peeling the right foot from the floor, and you have 3 options. We're either taking the sole of the foot to the ankle, to the calf, or the inner thigh. If you can get to the inner thigh, then great. If you're on the knee, you need to move down or up. I can see a couple of you pressing into the knee, so no knees. And calf is fine. I only do this posture in the calf, dodgy knees and all of that. Now we're lifting under the left buttock, under the right buttock. Draw the right knee back to open your pelvis. And we're ready to grow our tree. We're taking the hands the long way around. So down, out, and up. So this just helps challenge our balance. And when the arms are reaching up, they're reaching out at sort of 45 degrees. And then we're going to rotate the arms so the little finger is coming more forward. Feel what this does under your armpits. It really opens the chest and helps support your torso. And don't worry if you're wobbling like I am. All trees wobble. That's where they get their strength. And if you wish, we're going to take an inhale, lift the front of the chest and the gaze. And as we exhale, we're going to reverse with control. So the hands come to heart center. And then place the foot down. Wonderful. From what I can see of you lot, that looks great. And we're ready to come to the other side. So zipping up the legs, lift under the buttocks, and peeling the left foot from the floor, taking it either to the ankle, the calf, or the inner thigh. So find your posture. Shoulders back, sternum lifts, gentle pressure between the palms. Left knee is pulling backwards, so you're going to open the front of your pelvis. Wonderful. Now the arms come down and out, the long way around. Reaching up, 45 degrees, and rotate the arms. So little fingers are rotating forwards. Energy through the fingers. Feel how that opens your chest. And we're going to lift the chest. Inhale, look up. And then with control, hands come back through center. And place the left foot down. Wonderful. We're going to make our way to the floor. Stand one moment, hands in prayer, Salutation. And this time as we do the simplified salutation, we'll just try to imagine we're gathering ourselves in to everything we are, all of our energy, and then humbling ourselves forward. We're ready to move. Inhale, sweeping out. Gather yourself. And exhale, maybe give thanks as you come down. Inhaling for a flat back. And then we're walking back simply to high plank, holding your high plank. So set up a really good high plank. We're coming into side planks here. So right hand is coming under the face, and there are three options. Either right knee down, left arm up, one foot in front of the other, or one foot stacked atop the other. And then once you're here, you can raise the gaze up to the left hand. If your feet are one on top of each other, maybe you want to challenge your balance. Whoop. And see if you can float your left leg. Have a play. See where you're at this evening. And see if you can maintain that lovely long slow yogic breath. And the most important thing here is to lift the lower side waist as though you're lying over a ball or a barrel. So that's the work, the lower waist. One more inhale. And then exhale, coming back to high plank. And now it's left hand to the middle of the mat, and either left knee down, one foot on top of the other, or one foot in front of the other. Lift the lower side waist. Maybe look up to the right hand. And then see, does the right leg float if you've got your feet stacked? And see if you can maintain your breath. One more inhale. Exhale, and coming back, high plank. Wonderful, guys. So we're going to lower ourselves down to our bellies, stretching out your right arm and rolling over onto your back. Wonderful. Before we do our bridge and our twists, we're going to hug the knees in around the spine. You can draw the forehead to the knees. Give it a rock. Wonderful. Now placing the soles of the feet to the floor, heels near to the buttocks. Take the palms of the hand and face them down beside the buttocks. So palms are down. And we're going to come up for our bridge. So we roll up as we inhale. So sorry, before we move, I'll just say, don't look left or right, just look at the ceiling, don't look at your screen, just trying to listen for instruction. I don't want to damage your necks. So we're coming together. Inhaling, peel your pelvis towards you, be really precise, take one vertebra at a time off the mat, coming up to the top of your bridge. And you have options, you can come down when you choose, you can take the arms under the back, you can raise the arms over the head and lay them on the mat. But still you're only looking forwards. So whichever variation you're in, don't let the legs fly open, knees are staying in parallel. And see if you can use your hamstrings to draw your knees towards your toes, so that direction moving towards the bottom of the mat. And you may feel your hamstrings getting involved, taking the pressure out of the buttocks and the back. Try and shine your sternum towards your face for 2 more breaths. One more deep inhale, and now with precision coming down 1 vertebra at a time as we exhale, trying to let the pelvis land last of all and become neutral. We're just going to rock the pubic bone towards us and away a few times, try and find that neutral spot. And we're taking happy baby. So float the feet up and either grab the big toes, the ankles are behind the knees. Most important thing is to keep your sacrum in contact with the mat, so we're not rounding the bum towards us. So if when you grab the big toes, the bum comes up, maybe grab the ankles or behind the knees. And we're pulling the feet down. Explore this posture. Wonderful. Maybe give the knees another hug in. And we're going to straighten the left leg along the mat. So keeping the sole of the right foot to the floor. So we're coming into the supine twist. These are our last postures of the day. So the first thing we do is we move our entire pelvis to the right, about 3 or 4 inches. So at the moment it feels like we're lying in a curve. It's quite awkward, but when we roll, the spine will be perfectly aligned. Release your right arm out at 90 degrees. Draw your right knee up, take it in the left hand, and then begin to guide it across the body. And you keep the right shoulder down. So as soon as the right shoulder becomes light or starts to lift, that's your twist. You come as far as you need. So the knee may not come anywhere near the ground. And if you wish, you can look to the right thumb and complete the twist. Tail to the crown of the head. And we're going to stay for a few breaths and try and use the exhale, the natural softening we've been discussing, and let the body fall open. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more inhale, exhale. Wonderful. We're rolling back onto our back. Move the pelvis back center and straighten your right leg. Bend up the left, place the sole of the foot down, and we move the pelvis now to the left side. So we're going over maybe 2 to 4 inches. We're going to draw the left knee up and place the left arm out at 90 degrees, and then with the right hand guide the knee across the body to the right side, and make sure the left shoulder stays down. If it starts to lift, come back a touch, and that's your twist. If you have space in the neck, looking to the left thumb, and we're breathing here. Two more breaths. Wonderful. And we inhale, rolling back onto our backs. Square the pelvis. Check for a sense of rightness. And then we're coming to our Shavasana. If there's any posture you'd like to take, you can hug both knees in. If you can safely take a plow or any finishing posture that you feel you need, then please do so. Otherwise, we're going to meet in Shavasana, and we'll take a moment to set up our posture. So we want this to be as long and loose a Shavasana as possible. So first of all, we're going to press down in the heels, lift the pelvis, round your pelvis towards you, so pull your pubic bone up towards the belly button, and then place your bum down, and you should feel more of your lower back in contact with the mat. We're going to lift the head, tuck the chin, place the head back down with the chin slightly tucked. You should feel the neck is a touch longer, and now we're going to flex the feet, pull the toes towards us, place the heels down there, the legs should feel a touch longer, shoulder blades now, walk them under just a bit to get some more openness for the heart, and then lastly we're going to bend up the elbows, flex the wrists, and then lie the arms back down. So allowing the body to spread on the mat, let the toes fall out. And before we let go, we're just going to spend a moment scanning the physical body, rooting out any pockets of tension. And it can hide in really strange places, like around the thumb, the inside of the wrist, between the eyebrows, behind the ears, maybe the front of the ankle, the Achilles, the patella, the groin, now just feel the echo of your practice in your body. So the asana is gone, but the benefits will remain. And we're going to take a deep breath in together and sigh it out. And now just be your body on the floor. Let go of all technique. Let go of the breath, the mind, the body. And just melt into the floor. We'll stay a few moments in Shavasana. Elongate our next inhale. And wiggle the fingers and toes. Bring yourself back. And we'll take a full body stretch. Bend the knees up, maybe hug the knees. And we'll roll over to our right side. Use a comfortable seated meditation posture, and we'll close our practice together. So finding the spine nice and tall, with a sense of ease throughout your body. And we'll just take a moment to make the 3 inquiries that we usually make throughout the class. So we'll check the physical body. Check the quality of the mind. And then the energetic body, whatever this means to you. Maybe it presents as a buzz or a vibration throughout your system. And we draw our hands to our heart center, either in prayer mudra, or one hand on top of the other. And we're going to make a dedication for our practice this evening. You can call to mind anyone you know is struggling, or just we can cast this out for everyone in general. So take an inhale, and we bow that out and we say thank you for our practice this evening. Really lovely to be here with you all. And hopefully see you soon.